Hi, welcome to Roots and Seeds. So, are you ready for one more reading? Let's go. So, let's begin with the energy. So, we have here two cards. We have the Devil and we have the Ace of Cups. These cards represent the present where you are right now, or at least some of you. So, the Devil and the Ace of Cups. These two cards in combination, and specifically this devil card that holds here, that's where a human heart is depicted here on the card. And then we have the Ace of Cups with this rush of water and emotions um, bursting out of her heart here. It seems like somehow your heart is not free at the moment. The emotions are not running freely, and it seems like this is something that you're very worried about, because it seems like your heart, your emotions, okay, we are talking about your emotions, they are attached to something right now, and your heart is not free. Your heart is not free. Because I received these two cards at the same time, I assume that this Ace of Cups is what you really want to have at this point. Where you're going, you want to release your heart from this attachment. So the Devil card here tells me that this is where you are, and the Ace of Cups tells me that this is what you want for yourself, for the future. You want to release your heart from something that is binding your heart down and is not letting you're not free to love. You're not free to feel other things except this that is binding your emotions, binding your heart. You're captured by something. The devil can talk about an obsession, can talk about um, an addiction. So, something that is destroying your ability to fly, destroying your ability to be who you are, destroying the ability for you to expand. Because the devil talks about something that it's so grounded, so grounded, so grounded that it destroys the ability for someone to expand. The good news is that you are totally capable to release yourself from this, whatever that is. And we are going to see how. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords. Exactly. So, the Nine of Swords. This is where you're standing right now. Okay, this is taking away your inner peace. This is taking away probably your sleep. This could be dragging you into a point of, could be even a depression or some kind of psychological unbalance. The good news, again, is that the fact that you acknowledge that your heart is attached to something or to someone, it's already proof that you are conscious that something has to change. You know, the worst case scenario is when you are trapped in this energy of the devil and you don't know it, and you don't acknowledge it, and you don't want even think about releasing yourself from that. So the good news is that you already broke the illusion, and you are going through this hard process of realizing that something has to change, but you still don't know exactly how. You want to release your heart, you want to be free, you want to get free of some kind of emotion that is binding you. binding you to the past, right? Because let's see what this is. Can we know more about what brought us here to this energy of the devil? What is binding this heart? What is keeping the heart captive? What is the devil? What is this devil card? What is in the root of this devil energy, please? What is in the root of this devil's energy, please? What was the reason that took us here? What lies in the past? What was the reason to stay to stay in this situation? What can we know more about this devil energy, please? Okay, okay. We got the death card, and at the bottom we got the magician. We could be talking about the actual death of someone, and you feel like you are still very attached to that person. This is definitely something very, very, very important for you at this point in time. We have three major arcanas, and with death here and the magician, what I see here a tree that looks healthy. Yeah, the tree of the magician here. It looks healthy, this tree. We see someone here working with their heart, building something beautiful, grounded, and also something connected with the invisible world, something connected with the visible world, and someone being the vessel for this energy to be created, to create something meaningful for them, something that comes from their heart. But then I look at this tree, and this tree is dying, right? This tree is dying. Here in the roots, there is a figure, a human figure, right? Like a skull. So the roots are dying, and so the whole tree will be dead, right? The whole tree will die. It seems like there was something here very important, very something that you created from your heart space. You gave it all. But whatever this is, this could be a relationship, this could be a project, this could be something very, very important for you, something that is related with your inner core, something that you manifested from your heart. But it was over. It's over now. It ended. But your heart here is still lying there. Your heart is still in this relationship or project from the past. But this has ended. It's true. We see here. This has ended. This, whatever you manifested with the magician, whatever you manifested into reality, has achieved its peak, has achieved its goal, has achieved an end, its end. But it seems like you're still there. Your heart is still there in the past, and it's bothering you a lot because you want to set yourself free. You want to set yourself free. It's very intriguing because behind the magician we would have the Page of Cups. And in this deck, we see here a boy on a boat, and he's looking at a map, and in that map we see a figure that represents his heart. I don't know if you can see here. We see a figure here that represents his heart. Yeah. So this Page of Cups is someone that is completely aware of what its heart is asking for, and he wants to go for it. He's following the map of his own heart. He's letting his heart to guide him, right? And this was under the magician. So it seems like you consciously pursued something very, very important for you. Very important for you. And you manifested into reality. You manifested this into reality. I'll put the cards a little bit here so that I have some more space to show you the cards. I think you can see. Okay, so you pursued something, very conscious of what you wanted to manifest, and you manifested. But this tree is now gone, is dead. The roots died, so the tree died, and it it's ended, has ended. But the reminiscence of this project, of this relationship, whatever you manifested, is now here. It's haunting you. This is very interesting because I'm seeing so many things when I look at these cards. When I see the death card here with a hand, this hand, it's pointing, her eyes and the hand are pointing here into this direction of this woman, and we see here this dark hands. I don't know if you can see it. We have here someone that is not being able to sleep because she's being haunted by thoughts, by dreams, by nightmares in this case. Yeah. And what I see here is that this hand reminds me of these hands here. So the death of this project, of the end of this relationship, is haunting you day and night. It's haunting you, and that's why your heart is trapped. Yeah. Can we ask for an advice, please? Moving forward. Can we ask for an advice moving forward, please? What's the advice moving forward, please? Oops. The card fell on the floor. So we have here the Tower, which is very significant, the fact that the card fell on the floor, because the Tower is a card of letting things fall apart. Let the Tower fall. There is nothing here. Again, we have a tree. See, this tree, the roots have no soil anymore. The branches have no leaves, and the tree cannot hold this home, this house anymore, any longer. Someone is letting themselves fall. Someone is still holding to the tree, trying to stay a little bit longer. Trying to stay a little bit longer. Right, trying to suck a little bit longer that feeling of home, of feeling safe, secure. But this house, sooner or later, it will fall because this tree no longer can hold this house. And again, we have a lot of symbolism here with the hearts and with the trees. So Something grew, but it reached its goal, and now it's being destroyed. Right? It fell apart. It ended. The tower here is an advice. It's advising you to let it fall, let it go. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. It is meant to be. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Cups. Amazing. Look. Look at this image. Someone leaving again an empty house, an old empty house. Again, we have a tree that has no leaves. And this woman with Eight of Cups, she is letting the emotions in the past. You see here the cups there. She left them. She left those cups in the past, and she's emptying the last cup, saying, "No more. I will leave these emotions in the past. They had a place. They had a time. They had a goal, but they no longer serve me. I will search for my Nine of Cups." The Nine of Cups is the card that represents fulfillment of dreams, of your dreams. So you're being advised to go after that, to go after your dreams, to leave the past in the past, and to pursue new adventures, to pursue new goals, to start something new and true to yourself. Yeah, the cards could not be more specific. Something reached their goal. It ended. You are now in that transition phase of transition where you are still in that liminal space between the past and what comes next, right? And it may take a while. It depends from person to person, from situation to situation, but it may take a while. And you should be patient with yourself and have compassion. But leave the past in the past. Let this tower fall. It has no consistency to continue anymore. And so it would not be healthy for you to stay in a situation that is no longer sustainable. So leave the emotions in the past and move with confidence into the future. Into the future. Yeah. To finish, I will, let me see, maybe this one, maybe this one. So, one last message, please. One last message. Oops. Okay. The cards are being very, very clear. This card, it says Abenteuer in German. It means adventure. So you see here these birds, they also have houses, but instead look at the difference between these houses and this one here from the tower. They are brandly new, fresh. This one is old, falling apart, almost has no windows, is cracking. This one, no, these ones, these here are very consistent, they are new, they are brand new. And this is the cards saying to you that you should search for a new adventure, a new home, a new place where you feel home. Create a new home for yourself. Create a new home for yourself. Leave the old home in the past. Leave the old home in the past. Yeah? These two cards represent your old self. Yeah? Leave them in the past and search for new. Search for new places. Create a new home for yourself, and fly. Remember, we said that you could not fly here, right? You can't fly here in the Devil card. These wings are smashed because he's completely tied up here to an idea, to an emotion, to obsessed by something. And this is your wish. You want to fly away. And the birds, they can fly. The birds can fly. Give yourself new wings. Release yourself. Release yourself and fly to new adventures. At the bottom we have here, Im Reich der Träume. It's something like in the kingdom of dreams. So, dreamland, something like that, in dreamland. So give yourself, sorry, she's holding a bird in the hand. And again, we have houses here. But this is not a house, it's already a castle, a palace. Dream, not only dream with a new adventure, and not only with a little house, dream with a palace. You are capable of so much. You are capable of so much. Give yourself wings. Create a new home for you. Create a palace, a kingdom, the dreamland, a dreamland. There's something wonderful, beautiful waiting for you. Start to dream it. Start to bring it back. Bring it back. Bring new things into your reality. Because if you are represented here by the magician, is you know how to do it. You did it before. Do it again. And do it bigger and better. Okay? I wish you all the best. Thank you again for being here. And for your free to leave a comment if you like. Thank you so much. And see you next time. Bye.